Hold it up a little bit.
No, not that one, the other one. Okay, that one. Make it level with the
Told you
bar.
it was a steal, you skipping eye.
There you go. Okay. That was good. Oh, you gotta get the snippers and snip the ends off. It's all for the photos, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, make it look pretty good.
Most people can't remember all of it. I know mine. I get mine in May. I think that you guys are 4:45.
Oh, no. Yeah, when you're running. There's like a gaming headset. Has like a mic headset.
What?
Basically walking around the kitchen. Just got the mic on it. Just got the gamer headset on, put the mic around it. And you just like off the cars.
That prediction just happened.
You got good at that. Just stick those all over. Wait. You're on a rock on that corner. Kind of collage. Yeah.
Well,
So I know I keep saying this. Let me just check my audio here.
I got stuck in my face.
This thing is coming from the other
on
side.
average, trick shot.
I'm not sure why the audio is coming out just one side, but it should be. Please understand me. So I can see myself talking on YouTube, which is kind of interesting. If anybody's in the chat, feel free to send us some questions. And I think everything is working now correctly. So if you want to send us some questions and anything that you want to see with the stream, feel free to send them to the YouTube live chat or via Twitter. And I will make sure to get this answered here. And we plan to, while we're waiting for the first runners to come through, I will be grabbing some people, volunteers that are around to take part in this live stream, and we can chat about what we think about the ENDURrun this year, how we think it'll go. We've got a lot of interesting stats this year. This is the second largest ENDURrun Ultimate since 2015, or second largest ever actually. I'm just checking Twitter. Make sure that you should tell your friends that we are live here, and you can come check it out. Okay, so let's start off by showing you the course that the runners are out on right now. So I'll just load that up for you. So this is the Stage 1 course. It starts here in Conestoga Community Park and heads down towards Metro Road. I did mean to spend some time and slow this video down, but it's a lovely 2-loop course that takes you through the Conestoga countryside, across a beautiful bridge, down some nice paved trails that are going next to Grace Silo Golf Course and through Rim Park and back down University Avenue. So runners have been out there for, I can't see the clock from here. I was going to have a clock, but it wasn't working right at the time. Let's switch back to myself. And we're talking 16 minutes? So we're 16 minutes in. Yeah. And we get Jordan joining us, and he's going to stand in front of that camera. So
Well, are there people watching?
There are 4 people watching.
Hey,
right now.
do we know who they are?
No.
Oh.
Nobody is chatting right now.
Welcome. I'm blanking, man. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So the audio actually coming off of this is pretty good.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be perfect because this is a live
Yeah.
stream with 4 people watching. There's going to
Yeah.
be. It is recording.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is this also posted to YouTube
It will be posted to YouTube as a
for like
regular video.
results linking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to have results video. Maybe. Well, except there's like a big clock here. My clock in the corner. So I had a clock set up.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to explain. Because we have the third person here who doesn't have anything to say unless I flip my laptop around. I had the clock set up in my live stream software, but the clock doesn't let you set a specific time like it does for the recording software.
Oh no.
So I have to hit start when it actually is 0.
And
I missed it. My computer was off at the time.
Okay.
So now I don't have a clock.
Okay.
And the clock doesn't make sense tomorrow either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we're learning.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was just, I think I had to drop down to a lower bandwidth. It couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
That's why it was dropping.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I thought it'd be fine to go over the phone, but not quite. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
So what, I haven't managed to look up the stats yet. What time do we expect Rob to come through?
Oh, okay. Well, I know he's targeting like low 110s for the race, but for the first loop,
Yeah, gotta pull up the stats.
I didn't actually.
So he plans for 110 for the whole half marathon.
Yeah,
So
like
he's going to be
well.
like 40 minutes probably, right?
Hold on. Really quickly, because the record for this stage all time is 1:12:03.
Okay.
So I know like we added $100 of prize money this year, right? So if he breaks that time and finishes the week, that's $100. So gives him something to chase because he's the fastest person in the field, and so I mean he can definitely go for that because I think he's done a half marathon close to that, like standalone.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, I mean, gotta set ambitious goals, and so, yeah. So 1:12:03. So what's the loop? It's like 13K.
Yeah. Well, 13 is right there. So it's just under 13 to get to the start finish line.
Okay, so say 72 divided by. I know this is really riveting.
Yeah.
Times
We
13.
have
44:20.
Okay. So 40 minutes was a decent guess.
Yeah. So.
And we're.
Yeah, when it gets to 40 minutes, it's probably close to 20 now. So when it gets to 40 minutes, then yeah.
I'm just wondering if we can move the clock to the other side so that we could both. So you want them to be able to see it so they know to give her. They're coming down the line.
Yeah. Well. We could talk to Lloyd about that because, I mean, everyone's wearing a watch, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is everybody wearing a watch?
Well,
I know at least one runner is.
Fair enough. But then, do they? Are they depending? Are they not
Yeah,
going to watch because they're depending on the clock?
Yeah.
Because they don't care about the time.
Well, I've seen plenty of people at a finish line that see that they're within a couple seconds of their goal
Yeah.
time.
Oh
and
yeah.
they're
I'm
really
one of
close.
those runners for sure.
Yeah, well, I've done that too.
Yeah.
I think everybody has.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I broke 17 minutes at ENDURrun last year.
Yeah.
I saw it because there's a really long view of the clock.
Yeah, I think you could see the clock for almost a kilometer in your race, right?
Well, pretty much ever since you turn off the Arthur. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a whole kilometer, but it's
Yeah.
long. It is.
Yeah.
It's further than you'd be able to see because
Yes.
it's too small.
Yes. You can. You can see the clock before you can read the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be my first time hanging out at the start finish time for the whole stage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you know.
Yeah, I know.
Shady.
It's an exciting place.
Someone turned off the music.
Did we have music going earlier? I don't think there was music going.
Yeah, I heard it. Maybe it's just a quiet song. It was on kind of low because it's kind of early in the morning. Is having music on in the background going to cause a problem?
Yep. Yeah. So actually, what I want to do. So YouTube actually has. They actually have video that is pre-licensed, free to use. And I was thinking it was just going ahead and grabbing all that and making a playlist that you can play there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like there's some musicians that I just straight up like, and he said, "Here, I made all this stuff for YouTube." So like it's not going to be anything anybody recognizes,
That's fine. Yeah.
but as long as it's
Yeah.
fun for running.
Yeah. Sure. And actually, we can even run two of those sound systems. I can put one on the other side of most races with like music people like know,
Yeah.
and then a whole separate environment like here of like music in the microphone range.
Yeah.
Um,
Get them far enough apart that they're not fighting with each other.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It would work perfectly here because I don't know if we have enough power. Probably test it out before the race.
Well, I think I get the
Yeah.
feeling it's just that extension cord. I
Okay.
don't know why
Yeah.
mine worked at first. I'm guessing that that side of the extension cord works sort of okay. But
Okay.
when I moved it,
Yeah.
that it jiggled enough that
Some
it
of the
stopped
trucks
working.
all take about two
Yeah.
stations that are
You actually
outgoing.
have because this is only a 2-prong extension cord, which means that I have a little power bar, but that power bar is 3-prong because I wanted to plug in. I wanted to plug in my USB hub too.
Yeah.
I'm fine right now, but I only have 2 USB ports, so I can't
Yeah.
plug in Terry's camera
Yeah.
or my second headset.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of doing for the interviews was us both on headsets. So if we switch to
Live watching. Hey. So do we pick someone up or?
yeah, probably.
Nice.
Oh, there's somebody chat.
Oh. Since we've been talking.
Rob has run 110 before.
Oh,
there we go.
perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a case with Rob. It's a case of like I know it's possible. It's just like how important is the stage record today in this race in the context of the week? Like, yeah, like I think the consensus is that there are women in the field that could set records in some of the stages if they want to. Like if that was their goal, they could absolutely do it. But it's like the women's race is like expected to be a bit of a race, and so going for those times specifically is like no one's really expecting it. And that wouldn't be today anyway. That would be later in the week.
Oh, that's fun too. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. And also, this course is not easy compared to other half marathons. This course is hilly and it's lonely. And he has no one. I mean, there aren't really any spectators, and there's no one to run with.
Yeah.
So, he's running the ghost of Charles Bedley.
Yeah. He's got the virtual pacer set up on his watch, and that's enough motivation to get him going.
Yeah. But so yeah.
So it sounds like the men's second place field might be competitive.
Yeah. It's a big unknown. Yeah, there are so many people that conceivably could be there, and I don't even know, I don't know what shape everyone's in, and yeah. So
who do we have here that's contending for second place?
I think the fastest person in the race to have ever run before, I think, is Christian Belair. But that was about 4 years ago, and I haven't talked to him in at least a year, so like I have no idea what his goals are. I mean, Nick Burt also, like same time, like 11:20 for the week. He got injured this spring, and so he doesn't know what he's capable of.
Nick trained for the ENDURrun by biking to Vancouver and back?
Yeah,
Or just one way?
Yeah, he has a lot. He has a lot of a lot of capacity. But he I think he ran like 50K last month or something. So that's not the typical.
Right,
Hello.
Yep, live now.
Yeah, you'll be live in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aiden Rutherford is also someone, just because he's young and fast, but I don't think his training was quite exactly what he wanted. I haven't talked to him, but he's just another total wild card. Andrew Keeves is an interesting case of someone who's probably like he could definitely be second in this race because he was basically battling Nick last year, except he started with like a 30-minute handicap from being late at stage 1.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like a race, but it was kind of a race, and so so if he's in that kind of shape, then he's definitely a contender. And then like Stefan Goodmanson, like he's not. I don't think he's quite in the shape that he usually would be in, but he's like a past champion in this event, and wearing the gold jersey today. He obviously has like the experience compared to other guys. Like, of all the other guys I mentioned, Andrew and Nick both did it last year, and then also Dave Harmsworth. I know he I don't think he quite is in like in peak shape for this, but he's fast and he's a master. And he like never raced longer than a half marathon before, so big unknown. But those are all the guys that I'm thinking are in contention. But there might be a few other ones, especially rookies that I don't even know, that I like didn't research.
That's the thing every year is you go with the people you know, and then I guess after stage 1 you say, oh look, these guys are in contention too.
Well, other rookies like Aiden and Dave, just because like they're around Run Waterloo a lot, and we know them pretty well. But other people from outside Run Waterloo, like I don't know. Speaking of research though, we should probably be refreshed on Rob's PBs and just what he's just capable of on like because we have like 10 miler, 10K. Half marathon. Those are really the ones that like I don't know. Some of the other ones like 30K trails, 16-mile trails. There's no such thing as like times for those. But
we got a couple of questions on the live chat there.
Okay, so CJ, great question. This is the thing that probably I would say if you ask people who's like what they're interested in. This is the question. It's who are the contending women in the race? And so I would say Vicky Zandbergen is the defending champion. So she led wire to wire last year with the 10th fastest ever female time in ENDURrun. So that's great. Fastest time in like 4 years at least. So that's great. So she's back defending. She's wearing gold today. We haven't actually had a defending champion at ENDURrun in the women's field since 2014. So just the fact that she's like here is awesome, and she's actually like in the conversation for winning because she obviously has the experience. This is her 8th consecutive ultimate ENDURrun, so like she knows what she's doing. She's fit, I think, and so like the conversation starts with her, and then when you look at who else is in the field, we also have last year's 3rd place runner, Valerie Hobson. She has run ultimate at least twice before. I think she's probably at like I would say 9 years older than Vicky, but fast. Like I think just from seeing her like results lately, I think she's like probably as fast as she's ever been. At least that's what people seem to be saying. People familiar with results and stuff. And so she's probably like she was a late sign up. She signed up for Ultimate like 2 weeks ago. So like she knows what she's in for. She definitely has a high ceiling, and so she definitely could be in the mix there as well. And then a third candidate for female ultimate is Robin Collins. This is her rookie year, which is exciting because Vicky and Valerie both have done ultimate many times before. So Robin's new. She's never raced longer than a half marathon. I don't really know much about her to be racing on trails either. Although she runs on trails, but racing on trails is a different story. She probably has the fastest like road PBs in like the 5 to 10K range of the three, but I mean, like, never run a marathon before, never raced these races, I don't even know if she's raced on trails, probably, but I'm not, like, I don't know, but anyway, so she, like, I know, like, she probably has a strong kick, so she could, like, in a strategic race today, she could probably win stage 1 today, and pick up the gold jersey for tomorrow, but, like, in terms of just, like, the thing about ENDURrun is, like, just the recovery, and so Vicky and Val, like, they know how their bodies recover. They've done it before. They've done it last year. With Robin, it's a whole other question. And then there's a fourth, like, dark horse, Lisa Leskian. People are talking about her. I know she's, like, a big trail runner. No one really knows, like, specifically how fast she is. She hasn't done a marathon in many years, but she's just another person who's, like, strong in the depth of the race that, like, we don't really know. It's not like the men's field where we know who's gonna win unless something goes wrong, like, unless I don't know. It wouldn't be a major shocker. But with the women's field, we have 4 candidates that we're really looking at, and, like, I don't know, like, there's no way to know. Kind of like last year, even though Vicky won 4 of the 7 stages, but she never wasn't leading, and so it was never. And the ones she didn't win, they were close, like within a minute or two, like on some of the shorter stages, and so it wasn't really a contest. We looked this up. In ENDURrun, there have only been 5 years where the gold jersey changed between people, and in only one of those years, it changed in both the men's field and the women's field. So in the other 4 years, it was just one of them. The last time it happened for women was 2011-ish, 2010 to 12, like a long time ago. That's the last time that whoever won stage 1 wasn't always leading for the rest of the race, regardless of whether they won every stage or not. And so this could be the year where it changes, maybe back and forth, maybe get a third person involved. There's never been 3 people sharing the gold jersey in one in ENDURrun, for men or for women. So anyway, so I don't know, like, that what we really want is a competition, and, like, this, with the women's race, it could be it. The men's second place is exciting too, but it's the women's race, which is that's the one that we're really kind of, for in terms of 2018 competition, that's the one we're looking at. Rob versus his historical times and Charles Bentley's historical times, that's like another race to itself, but it doesn't have, it's a different type of drama than, like, people racing to this finish line and, like, tomorrow's finish line, and so
thinking that with Rob dominating the men's field over and over, maybe there'd be value in having different jerseys for second and third place overall as well.
Yeah, it's definitely something we thought about. Or another thing that we'd like to do, which is, like, expensive, is just, like, prize money, daily prize money that goes deeper. Well, to start, but that goes deeper than one, and so, like, that would add some drama as well, because whoever finishes second and third every day is also variable. But for the women, like, that, there's already enough of a competition that I think that would work now, maybe this year, and maybe in future years too. So.
So we have a few more.
More questions. Okay, hopefully that answered your question, CJ. So Brendan Hancock is running today. He's running for a health and performance relay team. He ran 1:17 in Ottawa this year, and I think he's run faster than that even on this course. in the past. And so, yeah, so he will be probably I'm thinking the second person across the to go through today. As far as I know, I don't know. There's other guys too in the field. But Brendan, I think, would be the second fastest guy for sure. Yeah, I'd love to see Brendan. If you ever watch the archive of this live stream, you should do Ultimate one day. But yeah, yeah. So thanks, Dave, for doing the research for us. Yeah, he's done it. Rob's done a 31:30 10K, and half is 1:10:11, and marathon is 2:29. Yeah, and then.
So do we have the splits
Yeah.
online for the half marathon? Like historical splits?
Splits.
You've definitely got it written down somewhere.
Yeah, like for recent years, because the thing is, like for going back, like way back, I don't think the course was the same.
No, I'm just talking about like seeing how fast Rob was finishing the first lap.
So his fastest was last year, 1:13:24 on this course,
Yeah.
and that was last year, and he went through the half in 44:02.
Perfect.
So, and we have a nice back of a clock to look at.
Yeah.
So,
Let's go check.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, so another question, great question. How many people started today?
37.
37 minutes?
Yeah.
Starter, so we have in the Ultimate ENDURrun, we had 58 signups and at least 5 DNSs. So the maximum number of Ultimate starters, and I know those guys know, it's going to be in the range of 54 max. And then there's going to be another, probably, there are 16 relay teams and then another dozen or so guests. So I think we were looking at about 80 runners that started today. We could get a definitive answer to that question, but it's less than 100 and more than 70. That's the number of people that are running today. The time limit is 2:45. A number that I know. Yeah.
Can I use the yellow?
What's the temperature?
Yeah, I do not know.
I don't know. Let's check.
We can do the temperature, not that anybody else can. Can't look it up. 18 degrees and partly cloudy is what my weather app says. I would say it's not partly cloudy whatsoever. It is beautiful and sunny here. Yeah, so Lloyd just came by saying less than 10 minutes till the first runner through. So I just want to get my finish line video set up. I'm going to use the yellow ladder like I usually do. Never have for ENDURrun, but it's much better than tripod.
Hey, we're up to 8 watching.
Woo!
Does that always include us?
Yeah, because we're
Okay.
actually watching as my own profile there.
Yeah.
So I'm finding this interface a little nicer than the one that's for.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We're really excited about this, obviously. And so, yeah, definitely let us know if you have questions, just in the comments there. Or that's definitely the fastest way that we're going to see it because it's on the screen right now. Yeah. So this is complete. Did Kyla show? Oh, and Mark never saw it.
Mark just a dog speak for justifiable.
Yeah, ideally we'd have a bunch of Wi-Fi cameras all the way around the course, at least around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if, you know,
Maybe next year.
if we get up to a dozen views, maybe we'll consider it.
Yeah, that's it. I forgot to stop. I don't even know what's the difference. I hope camera's going. Let's go on this camera.
Yeah. So now there's sports news. Tiger Woods is only 4 shots back in the PGA Championship.
Is that happening right now?
Yeah, like today. Like today is the last day. So I'm not really a golf fan, but you know, if Tiger's in the mix, then it makes it somewhat interesting.
So we got a question.
Oh.
You're asking for the address here. I think it's 2 Evening Star Lane in Conestoga, Ontario. Or you just look for Conestoga Community Park. Or basically just drive to Conestoga and you'll probably be able to figure out your way.
Just follow the run signs,
Yeah.
and then you'll end up here.
Yeah, and Dave, it is 2 loops. It's just one. The first loop is just under 13 kilometers, and the second loop is exactly right to get you to the 21.1. There's a little bit of a out and back that's on the second loop that you get to make it there. Let's switch to see exactly what our shot is. That's live now. Yeah, so Jordan, you're not in the shot right now.
Oh,
There you go.
hey there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so CJ, yeah, we've definitely talked about being mobile too. Originally, I was hoping to be able to find Wi-Fi and save a lot of money that way by using the Wi-Fi, which meant that we're not going to be mobile. But I am actually doing this tethered to my phone, but it's coming through my laptop to have the multiple shot support, and a little fancier than just running off of your phone. I'm not sure where Jordan's running off to. I'm sure he'll be back. Yeah, so I might end up hopping in a car to see. I'll at least join Julie, the photographer, because she goes out on the course to a couple of different spots. That way I don't have to get another volunteer to drive. Usually she has someone who drives her around. She'll take some pictures from the car and some standing out. So at least get out on the course and see some more. Tomorrow's stage should actually be perfect for the live streaming though, because it's starts and finishes at the Lloyd Schmidt's residence. Dave, I think I just checked, it was 37 minutes. So Rob should be through pretty soon. Yeah, so stage 2 starts and finishes near the Schmidt residence, and people go out one at a time, so they're coming back pretty spread out too. So we got a new member of the Schmidt family. Jordan and Catherine's son Henry is just over 2 weeks old. He just made an appearance.
Okay, so we got intel from the course.
Okay.
So apparently, Rob is in the lead. Robin is like ahead of the other women. So we weren't sure like how that was gonna work. But like, you know, more than 10K into the race, Robin has like a bit of a gap on, I think, Vicky and Val are running together.
Yeah.
Back in a pack. So
That's
yeah.
exciting.
So that's interesting. We weren't sure like, yeah, I don't know. Strategy wise, yeah, so that's the latest.
Yeah, I kind of expected Robin to go out hard. The
Yeah.
question is if she can keep it up
Yeah.
throughout the week.
Yeah, like the conventional wisdom is like you can't win the race, you can't win ENDURrun in the first day, but you could like
Hey.
do damage. Hello.
Congratulations.
I mean, she's proud of university, so I see everyone
Yeah.
coming in.
Where were they at the time? Because I mean.
Like passing the main
Yeah.
group is passing from park, like the main entrance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rob is like at the past the 12K mark at this point.
Yeah, Rob should be like
45.
soon.
Rob will be here real soon.
Sorry, what is it?
45:15.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So really soon. Now I'm just going to move the camera to get a better shot of the road. How's that look?
Vicky was running ahead of like Mercy and Thaddeus and I can't remember.
Okay.
And then the other three were ahead of her.
Mike Tickner is also racing. He should be.
I thought I saw him.
He should be.
I wasn't like confident, but
So I don't know.
We got. Yeah, way to go, Robbie.
Woo! So here's Rob coming in for his first lap.
Yeah, looking good, Rob. Yeah. Okay. So that's a little bit off pace of what he did last year. I don't know.
oh, I'm like breaking all your camera. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a little bit warmer this year than last. I forget what the weather was last year. I raced the Ultimate last year, so.
Yeah.
I think it's like, well, my car said it was 20 degrees and I was driving it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, my phone just said 18, but that's not a real thermometer.
Oh, I have no idea. Don't trust the car either. But
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So Rob's going to go, Jordan's going to go get the exact split for
Yeah, we did
Rob.
here, but then we pushed the whole rig over.
So how far behind Rob was Robin?
Brendan's next.
Hmm?
Brendan's in next.
Brendan and then.
And there's a big gap between him and then somebody that was trying to be.
Okay.
I would guess. I didn't really recognize him.
Oh yeah, we got another guy coming through.
Yeah.
That's not Brendan.
You want to put the tent on the other
Yeah.
side?
Okay.
After Brendan, the problem will be in the rest for a while. Brendan, he's the relay. Joe!
Woo!
Joe! Keenan, can you grab? We want to put the tent on the other side of the pole. Yeah. Okay, so guys, we gotta go quick. We gotta move the tent. On the other side of the pole. On the other side of the pole. Oh, then you have to go around the tree. One more person. Good. You want to come my way then?
Oh, we were around this street. Yeah, we got one guy. Stand still.
So should be exciting for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, we should have constant motion now, right? Now that we've got two people through.
There's going to be another gap,
Yeah.
but the gaps are going to get shorter. Yeah.
Because like because like Rob wants to finish in 1:14, and like I would have taken an hour for my first lap,
Yeah.
right? So there's going to be
It's not red. It's not red.
a constant flow of runners. So here we go, our third runner coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Mike Tickner. Way to go, Mike!
Woo!
So Mike is a guest today.
Yeah.
So he has no real connection to the week-long event. Yeah, because he's not even on a relay team. He might be on another team. I don't know. Yeah.
Wearing a gray bib right now, though.
Yeah.
What's Brendan running for? Is he on HMP team?
Probably H&P A.
Okay.
Yeah, so the H&P A team has flirted with 11 hours before. No relay team has ever broken 11 hours, including that team. So maybe this is the year. Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, Dave's definitely watching the stats there. He's saying, "Come on, runner Rob. He's a little off pace for the record. He has to come back strong."
Dave who?
Dave Shot.
Oh yeah.
Share it.
Sure, yeah.
Do you know Dave?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I think Dave coached Rob at Consola last time.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. And Brendan actually too. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to run over and say hi to your son.
Sure.
My mom would pick me.
Working okay?
Yeah, I think so.
So I cut them all at 8K, so I know this.
Do you want to tell the live stream?
No.
Okay. Well, we're on the live stream.
Another runner coming in?
We can't see, guys.
So this is Larry Bradley.
Do you know a name?
Larry Bradley.
Larry? Okay, got it.
Yeah. Way to go, Larry!
Gatorade first, water second. What?
There you go. Good. Missed the critical start line.
No, that's it.
Oh, no, the power.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Aiden.
Here comes Aiden Rutherford.
I don't know any of these, so we're talking.
Gatorade first, water second.
He's the second ultimate, right?
Oh yeah, so to answer the question about who's in the second place for men, so we just have Aiden going through, looks like he's about 20 seconds ahead of Nick and Dave Harmsworth. So that's the group of 4 guys, or 3 guys. Here we go, boys!
Water second. Gatorade,
Yeah.
water second.
So I mean, yeah, right now we're like 13K in, less than 10% of the way into the Ultimate ENDURrun. So what does that mean? I don't know. But it's interesting. So we know that, yeah, okay, so both Nick and Aiden have separated themselves from Andrew Keeves, and Dave Harmsworth is keeping up with those guys. And like, Dave is 50.
Yeah.
And those guys' average age is probably like 21? I don't know.
Oh, a
so,
little older than that. How old is Aiden?
I don't know.
Nick is like 24, isn't he? Is he on 20?
No, yeah, I think Nick is like 23. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, got him
Either
there.
way.
Gatorade first, water second.
Oh, that's Andrew. That's Andrew. Okay, so yeah, so it's close. Yeah. There you go, guys.
Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade, water second, water second.
You pull up the spreadsheet with all the
Yeah. Yeah.
Gatorade first, water second.
Oh, there's Robin.
Hey. Okay, so this is our lead ultimate woman. Way to go,
Yeah,
Robin!
there you
Woo!
go. Robin.
Yeah, that's
Oh, lead woman overall, too. Whoa!
What's that? Oh, yeah. No. But the thing women can do, though, is women have, like, yeah, they can, yeah, Rob doesn't really have that option. I mean, he does, but...
You get golden shorts.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to. That would be awesome. Yeah. Rob? Is that Robert? Yeah. Way to go, Rob!
Woo!
Looking good. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade.
How much is it to just buy lunch if you're not racing today? $10?
Are you on a relay team?
Yeah.
$2.50.
Really?
Yeah. It's $5 for a day, but half price for relay members on their non-days. Yeah, so, yeah.
Oh. And here comes the second one.
Way to go, Val!
Good job, Val.
Yeah.
Gatorade first, water second. Water second. Gatorade first, water second.
Yeah.
So Val.
Gatorade.
So Vicky last year's Ultimate Champion is still not through yet.
I mean, she'll be like.
Yeah, probably pretty close.
Oh, no, she'll be a minute behind him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so if you're new to ENDURrun, just something that we do, which is kind of fun, is the leaders wear the gold jerseys, and they're the only ones that are allowed to wear yellow or gold. But on the first day of ENDURrun, anyone who has a gold jersey can wear it in the race. And so this year, both of last year's champions, like Rob and Vicky, and also Stefan, who is a past champion as well, they all wear the jersey, which is nice because they probably don't wear it ever, like just in day-to-day running. So it's kind of nice for them. Way to go, Lisa!
So Lisa, your family's cheering on from YouTube.
First, water second.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Yeah, okay.
Go Vicky.
Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to have a good race with the women.
Yes, this is good. Yeah, this is good stuff because, I mean, yeah, I think for any of the 4 women we've seen so far, they could run a lot faster, but they're going in at a pace that they're comfortable with probably, and how that's going to shake up for the rest of the week, like it's a great question.
So Dave says that Nick is 23.
Oh, thanks. 23, I'd say 23.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, but either way, Dave is older than those guys combined.
Yeah.
So,
Melissa wants to know what the time limit is for the half. I think Jordan mentioned earlier it's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Rob, I just kind of oh, that's fine.
There you go.
Good work. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade.
Not right. That's what I saw.
We know what Andrew looks like. He looks exactly like him. I would know it. Yeah. So I think like no, because he thought like he was going to line right here to start with I can't. So I wonder if you
I didn't want to screw her race up.
They're really spread out down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca.
5th female.
Yep.
Gatorade first, water second.
Rebecca.
Sorry, the 5th place guy was Matt Tribe. Andrew Keeves has not been through yet.
5th place guy. Rob, Brennan.
Oh, sorry, we're talking about ultimates.
Oh,
yeah.
The relay guy. I didn't recognize the relay guy. He's in 3rd.
Go Pat.
Whoever he is.
Yeah. Is it Larry or?
No, Larry's 4th.
Oh, okay.
HMP. Yeah.
Mike Tickner? He's a
Gatorade
guest.
first.
He's
Oh,
not.
in the
Yeah.
shade, I see. Gatorade. Water second.
So, did you have a question?
just the time limit, which is 2:45.
2:45.
Right?
Yeah.
We had some comments about babies too. About who? Babies. Jordan, you guys like to flirt with ENDURrun arrival babies. Yeah, there's a.
Oh.
Gatorade
Wait,
first,
who is
water second.
CJ?
Gatorade, water second.
Okay.
I don't know.
Congratulations, Jordan. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I can't say that that was like what we specifically tried to do, but
Looking good, bud.
he's born in July,
Gatorade
so
first, water
Yeah.
second.
yeah. I don't know if that really makes it easier. I guess we didn't have a baby during ENDURrun, so I'll always have that.
You sure were flirting with it those 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so he's just off camera. Yeah.
So you have there. Henry has two cousins, two twin cousins, right?
Yeah. Well, 2 long shot cousins.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, your side of the family, though.
Yeah. And then 2
Oh.
cousins on the other side, too.
Yeah. So it's Wilder is born.
November.
Yeah, like sorry.
Yeah. Everly was born.
Everly, yes.
Everly. 2015 or so, on the Thursday, on the off day.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, because the Schmidts always run off for birthday parties during the week, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I went around the table.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay, Jack, looking good, bud.
Good, Jack.
Gatorade first, water second.
I'll take the water.
Jack's one of the many repeat ultimates. Way to go.
Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade. Looking good.
I don't know who. He's in red?
Yeah, Ned, he said something to us.
Oh.
I think it's not on video or what?
That's
Trevor, yeah.
Well, so there are
Looking good. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade.
there are 6 people in the race for whom this will be their. They've all completed 7 ultimate ENDURruns, so this would be the 8th. And right now the record is 8, and so any or all. Of
Gatorade first, water second.
Yeah,
Gatorade.
this is like Henry's first public appearance, kind of, so yeah. Anyway, so back to Joanne Bink leads all time with 8 ultimate finishes, and so there are 6 people who could get to 8 this year, and so that's Vicky's through, Jack is through, the other people, Maureen, Mark McDonald, Will.
Looking good. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade. Okay.
Is that 6? Yeah. Anyway, so and Wilf and Vicky are both streaking. They've both done 7 consecutive ENDURruns. So that's nuts. Yeah.
I think that's good motivation. No one hit a guy with classes.
Here we go.
Looking good. Gatorade first, water second. Okay. Gatorade, water second. Gatorade first, water second. Water second.
Hey, did you have any runners sign up today? Like gas or anything?
No.
Okay. Hey, can I get on your Wi-Fi?
Honestly, you probably not to do a lot on it.
Well, it just updating a
So
Google
if you're
Doc.
paying for it, I guess it doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
yeah.
Here comes Andrew.
Oh, damn.
Good.
Good job, Andrea.
Gatorade first, water second.
Here you go, Andrew.
Good job. Gatorade first, water
So it's
second.
just iPhone. And it's like you guys have that figure. Definitely don't do any video and stuff. So it's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
House command.
Good work.
Here we go.
Gatorade first, water second.
Water, please.
No, water second.
Water.
Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade?
Water, please.
Okay. You're welcome.
Funny having a
Gatorade
couple
first.
be
What?
5 meters apart at that point. Not be running together.
Yeah. Howie and Manny have a great running relationship where like they
Yeah.
race each other and it's fun to watch.
And they're pretty close in speed too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, like they're racing. Like that's yeah.
Well, they both did the ultimate at 15,
Sounds about right.
and they were really close. I think they kept on trading stages
Yeah.
back and forth together. They ended up finishing, I think, within a minute of each other for the total time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. I remember for stage 10, or stage 5, the 10K, for stage 6, they started next to each other. So they were really close to each other.
Oh, good. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade?
Okay, we really need to have a clock available because Dave keeps on asking for it. Let's go check.
We had a poorly timed power failure today.
Yeah.
Oh, so the clock's off again.
Yeah,
It
well, no
was-
clock at all. I didn't know it. Yeah, so we're at 107.
Yeah. So I don't think we're expecting Rob today in sub 114 just based on the first lap. So
It was 8:52, 8:53 when he got to 14K.
okay.
Well, she's got it back.
You had a hit about a fair bit on
You're
the
in front of
brand.
the video.
I am.
Yep. Well, it's delayed there.
It's okay, you can be.
Yeah.
Smile.
It's going that way? Sorry.
Yeah.
I had a pair way back when it was stop.
Things have really come along.
Yeah.
Keep Merlin away from any tires this week.
Right. Oh, yeah. Hey, Dennis, looking good.
There you go.
Gatorade first, water second.
Gatorade. I wish we were done.
Gatorade first, water second.
He only got like 148 kilometers to go.
You're almost there.
Looking good, Josh.
There you go.
Gatorade first, water second. Whatever. There's no whatever.
Oh, you know what? I have the windows rolled down. I rolled them up. Oh, you did? Perfect. Oh, great.
How's the first loop going?
Good, we got some good vantage points, I think.
Yeah, did you hear what,
Oh. So on the golf course, there was a pylon there with an arrow that way, and then your run arrow was past that, and you can all the carts go this way. So actually when Rob came through, he's like, there's an arrow going over.
Somebody moved my arrow?
No, your arrow was fine, but somebody put a pylon kind of in front of it with with a golf cart.
Oh.
It's beside the run arrow. The run arrow is clear.
I had a bit of an issue with the golf cart yesterday when I was at work. And you can't run up here. Well, we're not running up here.
Yeah. Okay.
And he said, well, put the arrows over here.
But the arrows are clear if people are looking for them, but if they follow the white arrow.
Maybe I should say that the yellow arrow is on.
But you showed them that yesterday.
Will's family asked me to cheer him on.
So nobody got it wrong.
Oh, the other person on 7 Ultimates is Jody Kalman.
Good job, Will. Travis is cheering you on.
Water first, water second. Water second.
Will looks strange to me without any facial hair.
Yeah, I know.
I think it might have been like that last week too, but still, I picture him with a big beard.
So, good work. Keep her up. Good work, babe.
Water second.
Travis says thanks for cheering on Will. So I'm never entirely sure if you guys can hear me well, but it sounds like the sound is working well. So
Gatorade
it's good to hear.
first, water second.
Can you hear okay when you hear people yelling for Gatorade and stuff, and we're still talking? Did I wait for the answer?
Yeah, the delay.
Gatorade first, water
Yeah.
second. Water second.
Okay, good to hear. Thanks, CJ.
Gatorade first, water second.
It seems like you guys are delayed by about 30 seconds. When I say something, you take about 30 seconds to reply.
Gatorade first. I can only imagine. Looking good. Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade? Okay.
Go, Jeff!
Okay, Jeff.
Jeff, happy birthday. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Gatorade first, water second.
I have his birthday on my computer. It's being done.
Between each of them. We could just put that in the race book as one of the rules. Yeah, but it's just, you see someone coming around the corner appropriately, or you may sprint ahead.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the delay. You guys can't tell there unless you're actually here and watching. So, but the delay is it varies depending on connection speed and things like that.
Just a whole team, like, you gotta do it. Like, if you want to be on this team,
Yeah. You're going really quickly. Very confident.
or like the people you run with, like the group, whatever, that's what really matters. The group you run with. So that you can have like a group of like whatever, just 10 of us that are kind of similar. Bedford is probably like, yeah. Well, I don't know. Who knows actually? You have no idea. Well, I mean, hold on.
Well,
Yeah.
that car had another volunteer in it. Yeah, Rob shouldn't be too far out. I'll go check the clock in a fact.
That would be like, it would not for sure, but you know, like,
Stop, Nick.
I don't finish. One quarter I roll up.
Looks good.
There you go.
Gatorade first, water second.
Going forward.
Okay.
So the clock's at 1:14. So Rob should be pretty close. Good, Mark.
Okay, Mark. Gatorade first, Mark, water second.
I got my towel first.
No worries.
That's right. That's it. When you see a really fast guy with a yellow coat, then your dad will be coming sometime after. No.
Good work. Gatorade first, water second.
Water.
So the man before last that just went through is Mark McDonald. He's one of the people going for his 8th ENDURrun Ultimate this year.
Who's that?
Mark.
Oh, yeah. Are you Michael?
A lot of people just Gatorade first, water second.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Yeah. What?
Is that Henry?
Yeah, and I didn't even ask him.
I love babies. I know, so do I. That's
Hi.
my little grandbaby.
Congratulations.
You know what his name is? Henry. Can you bring him down again? This is Mercy's daughter.
More exciting than the race?
Boy, what a handsome fella.
I think so. Yeah.
What do you think? He's really little, isn't he?
Julie, can you look down there a little bit?
Sorry. Look at how sweet.
Joanne. Can
Oh,
I?
I'm sorry.
Job.
He is cute, isn't he?
Came out with like daggers. Yes.
Gatorade first,
Woo!
water second.
What is his first time?
Yeah.
This is like his first time in public, right?
Kind of.
He's been to like Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's Rob.
Let's move out of the way.
And Rob coming in for the win.
1720 something.
There you go, Rob. What's up, Rob? Yeah, you got a baby.
I'm not sure I would do it if I was doing the whole week.
Is it for his eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is this exciting?
I feel like he probably made the call early because he comes in at the front one. No, and that's what Jess was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But to do it that time like that,
By yourself.
you want to.
Gatorade first, water second.
Thank you.
What's rock time?
So 117.
117?
Yeah. There we go.
But last year he ran like 113.
Yeah, he's slower than last year.
Probably like the weather.
Yeah, he was slower. On the first lap, he was slower.
Is the weather hotter?
I don't know.
Nights are no longer really yours anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's.
You actually
It varies. On a good night,
Gatorade first, water
it might be
second.
maybe like a feeding when we go to bed at like 2. Then Catherine will get up at like 5, and then we'll get up again at like 7. And then I pretty much don't have to do it. But like on a bad night. Yeah. Like yeah, last night I probably slept.
How do you know?
Hey, Maria.
Gatorade first, water second.
Don't touch his eyes. I think the ear ducts are like not. So yeah. Yeah.
Like for 24 hours, it was like, yeah, it can perfectly right. Nobody came out.
Water second. Gatorade first, water second.
That's normal. Yeah,
Time penalty, the baby time penalty. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting your cup now. Where you go, Brendan?
So this is the first relay team.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah. We should get. I'll try and get Henry more on the camera. I don't know. We've kind of lost control.
I moved the camera over. So
Oh, nice.
Do you guys
Yeah.
react here? Where's react? Brendan's can't like. He just like fell over. Way to go, Mike.
Gatorade first, water second.
We're not
Guys.
done, Diane. We're not done.
Gatorade first, water second.
Are you worried about losing your kid already?
Well, I knew the girl had him. But... Yeah.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know.
We're the ones. We're the ones. Yeah. Yes. That would be an odd.
Yeah, it's true. You've seen it before.
You're supposed to.
Learn?
You're supposed to be shot at the end of the race, though. Right?
Yeah.
Assuming you're not running the ultimate,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Well, he's done that regular race.
Do you remember when he did Bechtel? He was like screaming in pain, like, I don't know how long.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So we don't. Yeah.
Well, if he's gonna record record, it would be like on the real stage or maybe
Not five.
not too far.
Gatorade first, water second. Gatorade?
So it's getting a bit more exciting here at the finish line too. Lots of spectators. 2 finishers so far.
That's the first guest in too.
Oh, we had 3 finishers. Yeah, we had a guest too. Yes.
Although, so.
Yeah.
I think around 30.
You think that order though? Now?
That's
Good work. Gatorade first, water second.
So at 8K,
Good attitude.
right? So at 8K, like there was 120 Val. Val was with me, and then.
Can you have this conversation on camera? They're talking stats over there. So I got Jordan to do it for like 20 minutes.
Carol's calling. Oh.
Victory's like 27.
I'm just putting my car keys there because
I saw them when they came out of like the fire station and the valve.
Oh, so even so just before that, 1K before that, I saw them.
Good work. Gatorade first, water second.
Yeah.
Gatorade? No, water second.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think we lost
Yeah.
your baby.
I don't.
I know, Carol's
if she's already fast enough to beat,
Walked off
nobody's
with
gonna
her.
get
I don't see her anymore.
I'm keeping an eye on
That looks like a
Don't
dog.
worry.
No, I thought it was in a white shirt.
Yeah, that's right. He's wearing white.
Good.
Way to go, Larry.
Good job, Larry. Nice run.
Good job. It's nicer grass there than it is over there.
Oh, that's the way I did it. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What alternate guys are there so far?
Way to go, Dave.
Has 80
No,
yet?
Brendan.
No.
Way to
Oh,
go,
sorry.
Dave.
Here we go.
Was that second?
That's second alternate, I think.
Whoa, yeah, okay, so that answers the question. 8. Oh, well, after one loop, Dave was in 4th behind 2 like 20-year-olds, but he ended up in 2nd place with a strong kick.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, there's Aiden coming in for 3rd.
I don't know if I'm still on camera. Yeah, okay, so,
Good job, Aiden.
yeah, wow,
Yeah,
very interesting.
looks like we're going to have a good fight for second place as expected.
Yeah, yeah.
Way to go, Eden.
It's nice that we didn't know the answer to the question before the race happened. Way to go, Ian!
Oh,
So it's like a different story. Yes.
we can see.
I mean,
Was it? Oh, it was Nick and who's the older guy? Oh, that yes, that was for sure. I was thinking Andrew Peeves.
Oh, yeah.
so how much longer for this?
I thought that was it. I thought his first look like that was good. I think about it. It is Andrew Peeves, right? Light shoes.
Robin, maybe 3 minutes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you will get lost here. If there's not that far to go.
Nick's coming.
Oh, and here comes Nick.
Way to go, Nick. Good job, guys. Way to go. Is it Daryl? Good job, Daryl. This guy's done too, yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go. Nice. Yes.
If I showed up without one,
I think.
The guy who just finished before fishing, that's the 18.
Just find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom.
Robin's coming in. Way to go, Robin!
Yeah, so this is the
Good job, Robin!
this is the first ultimate female. Yeah, cruising in, looking strong. Yeah, way to go, Robin! Yeah. Okay,
Surprised you're done already?
that was easy.
Looks like you want to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, that would be when Tuesday.
Yeah, so this is kind of exciting because with ENDURrun, anyone who is ever cumulatively leading gets a jersey, and so Robin is a new person to that list. We actually call it a club. So she will get a gold jersey today that she will wear tomorrow. She'll also start tomorrow last of every woman, 1 minute behind Val. So she will see Val for the entire race. That's the privilege of winning. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Where's my computer?
nice shot of your gut there, by the way.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, Robin's time was the 8th fastest ever time by an ultimate woman for stage 1. So, you know, that's yeah, that's something.
So I guess no stage record money going out today.
Yes. No. Yeah. Save a couple $100 today.
Finish nothing? Second one. Not open though. Yeah, that's well. Nobody said anything's disrupting. No. There we go. Melissa says way to go, Robin.
Oh. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, way to go, boys.
Sure. Vicky, way back.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna have some words there.
What's that?
She's probably gonna have some words there. So she's off. Way off the wrong place.
Well, last year, Vicky ran 132.
Okay, so we're not too far. We're still there. Well, Robin was 129. So
Okay, and so this did not change. Ultimate women, same order through the finish.
134.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just over 134 on the clock. So Vicky Sandbergen's last year's winner finished last year in 132, so she's behind on that time.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. So that was exciting.
That was okay.
Yeah. You feel good? You really crushed it at the finish there.
You know why? My run Waterloo PB.
Oh man!
I was going to ask you what happens if you match your time.
Oh.
I think I matched it exactly.
To the second?
Yes.
Way to go, Mickey! Well, so it's gonna. If you match it exactly, I don't think you get it because, yeah, you have to better it.
That's what I was trying to guess. Didn't make it.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Going for the boost points that we were talking about?
I think I was 1 second off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this race you're second, so that'll get you pretty high. This could have been. Did you do a stage ENDURrun last year?
I did the 14.
Yes. So yeah. Oh man, this could have been if you got the PB, this would be 290 or something, max points. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, it's not a common strategy to see people crushing that hard in the first stage. But I mean, tomorrow's a short day, and yeah, that was awesome because you were in close contact after the first lap. That's just the only other time I saw you.
I was actually a long way behind Dave.
Okay.
During the first lap?
Yeah.
Oh, so when we saw you, you had
I had gained, Okay. I had closed a huge gap.
So where did you pass ENDURrun?
I thought I was with Nick here, right? When it came through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was running with Nick here, and then I caught Dave.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, at the 7K mark, I thought they were gone. Couldn't see them.
Yeah, we had a big discussion about who we thought was going to be in second place, and yeah, those guys like together, their ages add up to like. We realized that too.
Thank you.
Hey, no, that's well, yeah.
Yeah, at December teamwork, I honestly said to myself, it looks like we're engaging, but there's no way to make up that much difference. I've never pulled that much.
Way to go, Marcy!
Daddy! Daddy! Go, Dada! Go, Dada! Go, Dada! Go, Dada! Go, Dada!
Mercy's got the biggest family cheering section, for sure. Oh man, that's awesome.
That's your prize, Marcy! Oh, you didn't get me the picture.
Yeah, so Jonathan. Gonna have to go a different time. CJ.
Actually, Seamus is the most different one.
Rebecca. So Pat.
If I get into a big empty space,
I'll do a quick walk by. This is Henry. He's leaving now.
Hi, Henry.
just hide behind and watch me work.
No cover.
Go, Jack, Jack! Go, guys! That's it, Jack!
There you go, Jack.
Don't look back! Look back! Look back! Nice work, guys.
Good job. Cumberland! I was one.
seemed like it was yeah, first move. You know the 18.
Oh yeah? I'm like, oh god, I hope she doesn't cross the finish line yet. Because I'm like, you could have.
I heard you. I was like, oh, and then I was like, and then I was like,
Right, wrong shot. Look more serious like this.
Now it looked like you were doing more.
Yeah. I'm doing more. Top ball.
great, babe.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Mwah.
And because it was I was waiting for this to develop, and I went, okay, it doesn't look like it's
Well, the baby has left the building. Okay, so is the stream kind of dying down now, or?
No, we're getting. No, it's still people finishing, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've got nine viewers right now. Although apparently two of them count for, or CJ is two of them, because she's watching on her laptop and her TV.
So the live stream, I think, will explode during the week when people are stuck in office jobs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of people asking for the clock. Explain the clock doesn't make sense tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we'll have it back on Tuesday.
Yeah.
For some reason in my head I always think that Monday is Bechtel, but Tuesday is Bechtel. I know that stage 3 is Bechtel, but I just feel like Bechtel's Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
What software you are using for
Pardon?
the timing?
What are we using for the timing?
Yeah.
No, so it's I can show you. So this is Game Show, and it actually has like this clock here. But the problem is that in the clock, I have no way of setting a specific time. I can only hit start, and it starts to count. But my laptop shut down because it was out of power right at the start time.
Very good, yeah.
So I wasn't able to get it going. Give you guys a preview of what is actually possible.
Is this like for like streaming video games?
Yeah, so this software is the software that I'm using is called Game Show, and it is meant for streaming games. I'm just going to switch back to the big video so that.
And you can do like streaming to
So yes, this is meant. I'm streaming to YouTube right now, but this can stream to YouTube or Twitch. What's that?
Adam Horton.
Yeah. Is that what it's gonna? Is he racing? He's a lot faster than that. So I'm gonna turn off the clock now because that doesn't make any sense. So I can just turn that off, and you can set up your shot. And it morphs over. This is what I'm actually broadcasting over there. And so I am going to set up YouTube to. YouTube is currently recording the live stream as well, so you will be able to watch this afterwards. And so if you're stuck in a dungeon with no Wi-Fi, you can watch this after and just pretend like it's live. Alright, so I'm sitting here in the control. Hey Terry, I will see if I can get the stats for the top 10 finishers. I just got to ask Jordan for that.
No problem. It's warming up for the battle. What is that?
Okay, so we do actually have the live results. We'll just show that to you right now.
Way to go, Mark!
Yeah, I had to stop.
Okay, so wait a minute. Are you guys looking at consumption here? This year. Okay.
Good job. Welcome back.
So here is the current results as they are online right now. And we've got Rob finishing in 1:17.32 and Robin finishing in 1:29.21.
Hey.
So you can actually get all of these results yourself by going to results.com, clicking on ENDURrun, and clicking on the live results here. Here I am back in the corner.
Maybe not.
Get the yellow singlet.
Pushing right to the finish. Way to go.
Pressing the sun.
Okay, wait a minute. Fun picture. Fun picture. Everybody jump up or something. Come on, let's go. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, another one. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. I ran 2. Come on.
The rest doesn't rattle.
Okay, can you hear me now? Yes, there we go. So you should have just need to be able to switch quickly enough so you can see the full finish line if we've got a finish